Welcome to Fun Facts Daily, your source for just the good stuff. Monday through Friday, we're bringing fun facts and news you can use, all carefully curated to uplift and inform. So give yourself a break, relax, and learn something awesome in just a few minutes every day. Hi everyone, I'm Kyle Wood, and today we're going to be learning all about kindness. And the idea that kindness is good seems pretty self-evident, so today we're going to focus on some of the tangible benefits proven by science. But before we get into the facts, let's warm up our brains with a little challenge to see if you can tell fact from fiction. Consider this. A while back, a group of scientists were studying heart health in rabbits. They fed all the rabbits a terrible high-fat diet designed to block their arteries. But mysteriously, one specific group of rabbits ended up with fewer fatty deposits in their hearts than the others, despite eating the exact same junk food. The difference? The researcher feeding that specific group didn't just give them food, she picked them up, petted them, and talked to them while they ate. That little bit of kindness was scientifically shown to be literally good for the heart. What do you think? Is this an actual fact or just too good to be true? We'll find out at the end of the episode. Now for your word of the day. Today's word is altruism. That's altruism. Altruism is the practice of selfless concern for the well-being of others. It's when you do something to help someone else without expecting any personal gain or reward. If you've ever donated to charity anonymously or gone out of your way to help a stranger just because they needed it, you were practicing altruism. It's kindness in its purest form, driven by empathy and a genuine desire to make a positive impact. The word was coined in the 19th century by the French philosopher Auguste Comte. He created it as an antonym for the word egoism, which means being self-centered. He based it on the Italian word altrui, which means of or to others. If we go a little bit deeper in the roots, there's the Latin word alter, meaning other. So at its very core, altruism literally means to be focused on the other. Time for your daily high five, our top 5 fun facts about kindness. Number 1, kindness is contagious. It turns out when you're kind to someone, you aren't just making their day better, you're starting a chain reaction. Research from the University of California, San Diego, and Harvard showed that if you help one person, that person is more likely to help someone else, and that third person is more likely to help a fourth. The ripple effect creates a network of kindness that spreads to people you have never even met. The study found that one single act of kindness can influence dozens of people, cascading through social networks like a wave. So, if you hold the door open for a stranger, you might be the reason someone 3 towns over gets a compliment later that day. Number 2. From vampire bats sharing food to dolphins helping injured friends, kindness is found all throughout the animal kingdom. While we often think of kindness as a uniquely human trait, scientists have documented countless examples of altruism in animals. One of the most famous examples is the vampire bat. I know, vampires seem spooky and scary, but they're actually quite kind to each other. These bats need to eat every night to survive, and if one bat is unsuccessful in finding food, its roost mates will often regurgitate and share their own meal to keep that hungry bat alive. It's a life-saving act of kindness. But bats aren't the only kind creatures out there. Dolphins have been observed supporting sick or injured companions at the surface of the water to help them breathe. Humpback whales have even been seen protecting other species like seals and gray whales from orca attacks, a stunning display of interspecies altruism. Scientists believe these behaviors evolved because they strengthen social bonds and improve the overall survival of the group. Number 3. Being kind gives you a helper's high by releasing a trio of feel-good hormones. When you perform an act of kindness, your brain's pleasure and reward centers light up as if you were the one receiving the good deed. This creates what's commonly referred to as a helper's high by releasing a couple of different beneficial chemicals. The first is dopamine, a neurotransmitter that gives you a sense of euphoria. It's often associated with rewards. Then we have serotonin, which helps regulate your mood, making you feel calmer and more happy. It's the same chemical that many antidepressant medications target. And the third, perhaps most interesting, is oxytocin, often called the love hormone or the cuddle hormone. Oxytocin is associated with social bonding, trust, and empathy. When you're kind, your body releases oxytocin, which helps lower blood pressure and protect your heart by producing a chemical called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide dilates your blood vessels and reduces blood pressure and keeps your cardiovascular system healthy. So, a simple act of kindness is also an act of self-care for your heart. Number 4. One Australian man saved the lives of over 2.4 million babies just by rolling up his sleeve. James Harrison, often called the man with the golden arm, discovered at a young age that his blood contained a rare antibody that could cure a deadly condition known as Reese's disease, which causes babies to be born with severe brain damage or worse. After learning this, Harrison made a pledge to donate blood plasma every single week to help create the vaccine needed to save these infants. And he was true to his word. For over 60 years, he made over 1,170 donations before retiring at the age of 81. Doctors estimate that his singular commitment to kindness saved 2.4 million children, including his own grandson. And our fifth and final fun fact for today: kindness slows down your cellular aging process. Some people say that kindness keeps you young at heart, and science seems to agree. Research on telomeres, the protective cap at the end of your DNA strands that shorten as we age, shows that people who practice compassion and kindness tend to have longer telomeres. Stress is a major factor in aging, and because kindness reduces cortisol, the stress hormone, and it boosts oxytocin, it protects these DNA caps from wearing down too quickly. This means that living a life focused on helping others doesn't just make your life feel more meaningful, it might actually literally help you live a longer, happier, and healthier life. Now for some news you can use. Today's tip is to practice the 5-minute favor. This is a concept popularized by networking expert Adam Grant. The rule is simple. If you can do something for someone else that will take you less than 5 minutes, just do it immediately. This could be sending an email introduction to connect two friends, writing a quick review for a local business you love, or sending a supportive text to someone going through a tough week. The idea of the 5-minute favor is to bypass that procrastination that usually stops us from taking an action and going out of our way to be kind. We often think kindness requires grand, time-consuming gestures, so we wait for the right time. By setting the 5-minute limit, you lower the barrier for entry, making altruism a daily habit. And here's a little bonus news you can use for today. I'm going to do a little 5-minute favor for one of you all. This seems like a great time to do another little giveaway as my way of saying thank you for being kind enough to listen, subscribe, and share a part of your day with me. I'll be giving away a $50 Amazon gift card to one lucky listener who emails me at funfactsdailypod@gmail.com. All you have to do is put our word for the day, altruism, in the subject line and send it over to funfactsdailypod@gmail.com by Friday, January 30th, 2026. On the 31st, I'll randomly select one winner and send them a $50 Amazon gift card as my way of saying thanks for listening. Now for the moment you've been waiting for. At the beginning of the episode, I asked if it's true that rabbits fed a toxic diet stayed healthier simply because a researcher was kind to them. Well, that's a fact. It's now famously known as the rabbit effect. In the 1978 study at Ohio State University, Dr. Robert Narum was shocked to find that the group of rabbits treated with kindness, held, petted, and spoken to, had 60% less blockage in their arteries than the rabbits who were just fed and ignored. This study was a groundbreaking moment in medicine because it provided hard biological proof that our social environment and the way we are treated affect our physical health just as much as diet and exercise. Now, I hope you enjoyed learning a bit about kindness with me today, and be sure to tune in every weekday for even more fun facts. Fun Facts Daily is an Airwave Media podcast. It was written, recorded, mixed, and edited by me, Kyle Wood. Thanks for sharing a part of your day with me. Be sure to follow Fun Facts Daily on your favorite podcast app so you can keep the good stuff coming your way every day. And if you like the show, please do me a favor and leave a kind rating, review, or just tell your friends about it.